All right, let's talk about what a chemical transfer pump is and how to set one up. We're going to use a chemical transfer pump like this to transfer bleach, acid, anything like that you wouldn't want to pump through a regular sump pump. Inside we've got a diaphragm and check valves, and it's air operated, so chemical is sucked in through the bottom and pushed out through the top, and you can pump just about anything with these, provided that it's a compatible chemical, and you want to rinse it out when you're done so that nothing gets damaged. All right, so before we get too far into it, let's take a look at the nomenclature. And we've got our part number and configuration. Cool. All right, now I'm going to flip around where you can see the air intake. Okay, so we're going to connect a air compressor line here, and then we're going to open this valve. What that allows it to do is air then travels into the system and actuates the diaphragm open and close, and pulls chemical in the bottom, pushes it out the top. We typically run these at 40 psi, no more than that, because we don't want to rupture the diaphragm inside. Okay, so the basic parts that you're going to need, if you order one of these from production, it's not going to have this bushing here, so you'll need to get a 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch brass bushing, a 1/4 inch valve, and then an adapter to the air hose that you're using. Okay. Next up, we have male cam locks by male MPT on the outlet and on the suction. Okay. Then we have a 1 inch flange with female threaded adapter, and we have a 1 inch flange gasket made of Viton, so it's chemical resistant, and then stainless steel hardware to hold all of that together. So double that if you're ordering for inlet and outlet. Okay. Then to connect on the suction side at the bottom, we're going to use a 1 inch poly tube, and it's going to have a spring inside of it. Okay, what that allows it to do is it doesn't collapse under the suction of the pump. Okay, now we use a female 1 inch cam lock by male hose barb in order to make the connections, and we have 2 females on here. Okay, so one of these is going to connect to the bottom of the pump like that, and then just lock your wings down. The other one, since this is your suction line, this is going to go in the chemical tank, but obviously it's got metal on it, so we don't want that in the chemical. So what we do is we build a stinger, and unfortunately I don't have one with me today, but what it is a male cam lock 1 inch by male threaded. Okay, and then you put that onto maybe a 6 or 8 foot piece of PVC pipe 1 inch, and then the PVC pipe will extend down into the chemical. All right, and then it's held together with TC120 clamps on either end. All right, now the discharge hose can be as long as you need it. This one's pretty long. Okay, normally 30 feet is sufficient. Discharge hose is the same. It's female cam lock by male hose barb, all right, with a TC120, and it's going to connect to the top. So that's the basic setup of a chemical transfer pump.